The House of Bob is made possible in part by Legend 7 Brewing and by support from listeners like you. To pledge your support, visit patreon.com/thehouseofbob. Last time on House of Annihilation, the dark history of the High Havoc rears its head deep in the Tomb of the Nine Gods, reminding Lee of the friends long gone and lost to the machinations of Asarak. Now, in the deep bowels of the tomb, the group is confronted by a new challenge.
Hello, I'm Jake, and I'm playing as Krait, a doomsaying disciple of Dendar the Night Servant.
I'm Dan. I'll be playing Leanni, Leanna Servana, the Elf Beast Master, with my little buddy Hamlet.
I'm Cristina, and I played Douglas, the now harrowed Ganassi wizard who is looking to save his family's legacy.
My name's Trevor, and I'll be playing Moore, the Dragonborn Warlock who has been trapped in the Tomb of Annihilation.
And I'm Shaun, your Dungeon Master. Thanks for joining us, and roll on! Douglas, Lee, Krait, and Moore the Dragonborn stand stock still in a dank, rectangular room. There is an iron lectern, 4 foot high and 7 foot wide, standing in the center of the space. It is topped by a strange control panel. Set into the control panel are a gold lever with a star-shaped handle, 2 dials in red and blue, and 2 buttons in the same colors. Wall engravings behind the control panel show 5 groups of circles with a small crystal embedded in the wall under each one. The crystal under the configuration labeled 3 glows bright green. 3 6-inch diameter rusty iron pipes jut from the wall above the engravings, and a voice echoes inside your skulls. A jolly, friendly, and curious voice. Hello, who are you guys? This is a psychic voice inside your head.
Hello?
Oh, shit.
Hi.
I'm Douglas. Who are you?
Oh, my name's Gully Rule.
Are you a nice person?
What?
Are you a dank, rectangular room?
Well, that's rude.
But are you dank, though?
Come on, bro.
Bro.
You know it. You
Bro.
know it. You know it, bro. Bro.
No. Are you a nice?
Who are you?
I think I'm okay.
Okay.
Are you nice?
I also think I'm okay.
Yeah, you're pretty nice.
Sorry, what was your
Thanks.
name again?
Gully Rule.
Gully Rule. You rule, Gully Rule.
Yeah, with like R-U-L, but no E at the end.
Gully Rule. Gully Roll?
Garly rule.
Gully Rule. Gully Rule.
Gully rule.
Gully Rule.
Sounded like you said golly.
Gully
Gee,
Rule.
golly rule.
Gee, golly.
We're doing our best we can, man.
Okay.
So, what happens if we pull this lever?
Huh?
There's a lever.
Are you more of those grumpy people from inside the jars?
No.
Who's inside of jars?
Oh, they're just all complaining all the time.
Yeah, I get it.
You right?
Anyways, where are you?
I'm just swimming around.
Yeah. Oh, man, I
Swimming.
love swimming.
That's really good.
Can we, hang out sometime?
I really don't see why not.
IRL?
Huh?
Not just in my head?
Well, oh yeah, right. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you guys could turn it off before you leave, that would be great, because otherwise it just echoes.
How do we do that?
There's something in there. I don't know.
In this room that we're in?
If you're in a room, yeah.
Where are you?
He's swimming.
I'm swimming.
Are you swimming in black emptiness?
Well, it's dark.
Are you swimming in a pool or the ocean? Is it a balmy summer beach? Mojitos?
No, it's dark. It's underwater. There's it's kind of, I'd say it's fresh water.
Oh, man. Right now, Douglas is
Tell me more about
looking
you,
off
though.
into the distance, going man, I missed that.
You probably missed your uncle too.
Oh, my God. Yeah? What?
He seems like a nice guy too.
Yeah, I'm sure. How do you know about him?
You're just thinking about him a lot.
Yeah.
Cool. I take a look at this panel of controls.
You're really quiet.
You turned
Yeah, I
up?
can't hear Jake.
Say that again?
He needs to be turned up, I think.
I think I need to be turned up, apparently.
Or you
Turned
need to
all the way up. You need to
be closer. Yeah.
It's already pretty close.
We need to be,
You gotta-
we need to be within 2 centimeters.
It's just tilted.
You got to Tobias that mic.
Tobias, that mic? What does that even
Tobias Funke.
mean?
Does-
tilt it up a bit.
Sean's been watching a lot of Arrested Development lately.
Is Tobias known for...
Take the foamy off.
He's known for being inappropriate with
A lot of things.
male anatomy.
Just things in general.
Hi.
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 Oh, no, I wasn't
Oh.
talking to you.
Okay.
He's not back in character just yet.
Shut up, voice in my head.
Speaking of out of character, off topic things, should we roll hit points for the level up that we did?
I was
last
just
time?
thinking that.
Oh, I forgot to level you guys up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, good for you for remembering. Because I wasn't gonna. Congratulations.
Thank you.
On reaching 8th level.
The level we're supposed to be in this tome.
Good job,
Close.
guys.
Finally.
Close, anyways. You're getting there. You're almost on par with the challenge rating of the dungeon. So, not my fault. You guys didn't kill enough monsters.
I'm not blaming you.
I put a dragon in front of you.
We became friends.
Yeah, we should have gained a level for becoming friends.
Exactly.
We got the level of friendship.
Yeah.
You'd think.
Why is it always just murder in these games?
I'm actually doing milestone for those people at home who are curious. I haven't kept track of monsters at all.
Yeah.
Krait, you are level 8 cleric.
Yes.
D8?
Sure thing.
Okay, I'm going to roll it. Ooh, you don't like that? I rolled a 2.
3. That's better than 2.
Yes, 3 is much better than 2. 50% better. Dan, you are leveling up. You're taking a bard level?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what, a D4?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
Just-
D10 for fighter, right?
Yes, D10. I'm not a fighter, but
Ranger. Sorry.
what'd you roll?
4.
Oh. Well, I'll take your 4.
Your survivability means nothing to me at this point. More, you're already level 8
That's right.
because I was generous.
Yeah. And I killed a bunch of monsters.
You must have had
Before I got here.
This is the only way to level up.
Yeah.
Bunch of mirror monsters.
The mirror monsters.
Cristina, wizard.
I'm assuming it's a D6.
I'm pretty sure you're a D6
Yeah.
as well. So
3?
6.
Nice.
The wizard as far surpasses the ranger for hit points. I love
The ranger who also is a fighter now, basically.
it. The front line.
Yeah.
Wait, did you
too
actually take a level in Bard?
No.
No.
Oh,
Do you think his charisma is high enough for that?
no.
The charisma isn't bad. It's like a 13.
No, you could do it then.
So you're saying I should.
Yeah, it's up to you. A couple cantrips doesn't hurt anybody. Really quickly, anything cool at level 8 for you guys? I think it's just a stat increase, right?
Or a feat.
So did anybody take a feat? Show of hands?
I did.
I did, but it was a while.
Show of hands is a bad idea. by the way.
Yeah.
Look at my hands.
What feat did Lee take if she took a feat?
Lee took durable.
What's durable give?
Increases my constitution by 1. And when you roll a hit die to regain hit points, the minimum number of hit points you regain from the roll equals twice your constitution modifier.
Oh, there you go. So a little bit more survivability there. So
Exactly.
did your con go up then, and you got more hit points?
No.
Okay.
So it wasn't my best idea.
Okay.
Or did it?
Fair enough.
I also took a feat.
What'd you take?
I took tough. So I'm getting so much hit points right now.
How many hit points?
Oh my god. All the
sounds
hit
good.
points.
So many. That sounds like a lot.
My maximum hit point increase was up to 16 with tough, and then plus the 6 I just got now. So
Maybe I'll take tough. That sounds good.
I think I literally in the group chat told everybody to take tough.
I think I remember that. Yeah. And Dan was like, "What about durable?" And they're all like, "No, you idiot."
I would never know a feat.
I don't want to die.
The wizard tank. I love it. So, I think Krait was going to do something or talk
He was
to...
just getting tired of listening to this person talk, so
That makes
he was
sense.
going to go look at the control panels closer, which...
I'd be tired of me too.
That's so sad.
Okay.
If I was as
That gives you a
dark
lot of...
as you are.
Moore changes shape to look like Krait and walks up to the control panel with Krait.
Why do you smell so much like that other guy?
Which one are you talking to?
Yeah, you smell like the green-eyed one's little creature guy. Like Gora.
So what other exits are there in this room?
This room has 0 other exits. There's a blob of that mucusy grayish ooze off to the side of the room. There's those pipes up against the wall that are maybe 3 or 4 inches across, I think. And there is this control panel in the middle. That's basically all that you guys see.
Sorry, are those pentagons that we see, is that like a gear or?
Yeah, it kind of looks like a gear. And you guys just came from 2 rooms that were shaped like pentagons.
Would Moore be able to roll a perception to recognize any of these shapes and dials? Have I ever seen anything like this in the world before this tomb?
On each of those circle dial kind of placards, each of the pentagons has 1 or 2 little pictograms attached to it. The first one, so if we're thinking about like, it's the same gear set with 3 pentagons in it, repeated 5 times across the room. So the first pentagon has a star on the left side. The second pentagon has like a wave shape of like a up and down 2 lines side by side in a wave kind of formation on the top of it. And then a line with 2 dots underneath it on the bottom left. And the final gear on the top of it has like a brick pattern. And then on the bottom right has 2 curling lines. Sort of looks like a two mirrored J's back to back. Or like elephant tusks or something like that.
Oh, all of them are in the same position, but it looks like there's different doors into each because the pentagons have breaking points between them. So in number 1, there's a breaking point across what would be the top point. And then because it's slightly angled, it's 2 points over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you look at the number 1, the first gear of space number 2,
It doesn't line up.
That doesn't line up.
We went through 2 gears to get to this room, though.
You went through 2 pentagon rooms to get to this
2
room.
pentagon rooms, yeah.
Yep.
AKA gears.
Oh, and if the green light is on, we can assume that we're in room. We're in configuration 3, and that there's 5 configurations for these rooms.
Right. So we need to get from the middle, assuming to the right one, I guess.
Oh, you guys are like everybody else who comes down here. Just gears. They're just boring gears, you guys.
Yeah. They are pretty boring.
No. Can you just turn it off already?
How do we turn it off?
I don't know. It's just, your brain's so loud.
I scream internally.
Screaming intensifies.
See, like that doesn't help either.
I'll keep doing that unless you tell us how to solve this.
What do you look? I can tell what you're thinking about, but I can't tell what you're looking at.
Okay, I draw a mental picture in my mind of what I'm looking at.
Crayons.
See that?
Crayons.
It's my favorite medium.
I don't know what any of this means. I'm busy.
Okay.
What are you busy doing? Voice inside my head floating around in
Never you mind.
darkness.
So
Masturbating?
No.
don't come in here, Mom.
I knew it.
Close the door.
Number 1 is
Close
the
the
only
gear.
one where the 2 middle and upper right actually connect. Just so you guys know. I said number 1 is the only one where the center room and the upper right room connect. So in theory, if we came from number 3, which is these 2
I see what you're
connecting, then number 1 is the one. But I don't know what else to do with that information other than that.
Why don't we try turning one of these knobs and just see what it does?
Why?
Oh, wait a minute.
Seems like a bad idea.
Hold on.
Do you think Sorry, go ahead.
I think maybe the configuration room is the little line with the 2 dots underneath it. And that if we were to shift that, because the star was the space that we came from, and then it enters into an open space, and then that open space opens up into another open space, and then we left an open space and came into this room. Am I recalling my spatial awareness correctly?
So the first room that you came down through the ceiling into had 2 doors that were on adjacent corners. You went on the right one, through the right one, through a door that was straight across from you into this room.
Oh, that doesn't line up with my theory at all.
This is the most radio difficult puzzle, I think.
I'm trying my best to describe things, but it's hard.
People at home, we're sorry.
Look up the picture.
Thank Chris Perkins.
Yeah, let Shaun email it to you.
Email Shaun.
Email Shaun at houseofbobpodcast@gmail.com. I don't know, something like that.
No, don't do that.
Why not?
Because a million people are going to email us for the
I would
picture.
love-
Oh, yeah, a million people.
You've seen our numbers.
Actually, I haven't because I have that channel muted. So I have no idea.
I would love a million emails. Guys, send me emails.
Please.
Sign us up for all the spam lists you can find.
No.
So we can show our sponsors.
Our email is really already out there. If they were going to sign us up for spam, they would have done it already.
No.
Yeah.
Our listeners
going.
are wonderful.
Keep puzzling.
Anyway, I don't know how we get to number one, but I just know. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I don't know how to turn it off.
Okay,
More moves the blue nozzle from its current setting at center to right, and then pushes the blue button.
Stop.
You're on fire.
You've
Surely-
activated
surely
his
the-
trap card.
Surely the red button sets you on fire.
Yeah, the blue button turns me to
That's
ice.
how they trap you.
Right.
You
Are
you turn the
awesome.
blue dial to the right or the left?
to the right.
Okay. The crystal under configuration 3 goes out,
Oh,
and the crystal under configuration 4 lights up.
oh,
I look behind me through the doorway. Does it look like it's changed?
You hear a bunch of gears turning, like these huge, archaic, rusted, creaking gears clanking together
Like underneath me?
behind you through
Behind me,
the
okay.
hallway that you came through.
Do we feel like
Okay.
we're moving?
You don't have that motion sense that you're
Right.
moving at all.
Okay.
And you said number 4 is lit up now.
Yes.
So it moved up to the right. Like, if you look where the star was on the number 3, the star gear is now pointing like up instead where the opening is. So it moved to the right.
So the door is no longer open to the star, is what you're thinking?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
what gear do you think we're in?
4, because that's the one that lit up.
No, but of the three of them,
Oh,
which one?
I think we're in the center one.
Yeah, I think we're in the center one too.
But we might also be in the star just because the handle's a star, so that's why I'm not entirely sure. But that would be my guess is we're in the center one.
Mm-hmm.
So did any of them, do they actually rotate on the wall, or is that just kind of like
it's
the
just
starting position?
the other light lights up.
Okay, so that's the only thing that moves on in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
Question 2, where the doors were, are they closed off now in the room?
In your room, you've got kind of a 25, 30-foot hallway that bends and curves away from you back the way you came.
Mm-hmm.
If you go look, you could probably determine that pretty easily.
Okay. Douglas goes to look.
Okay. You go down to this end of the hallway, and you are now where that door previously opened up into a pentagon room. You are now met with the corner of the outside of a wall filling in that doorway space.
Okay.
So we can't get through.
There's a little bit of a gap through which you can see dark sloshing water and the outside of what looks like a metal structure.
What was the guy's name again? Voice guy?
Gully Rule.
I call out into the sloshing water. I'm like, Gully Rule, you in here?
And Lee, Krait, and more here. Ugh, no.
You're not in that water?
Tell him to stop yelling.
Do we hear it in our heads?
You hear it in your heads. Douglas doesn't.
So I think we're in the star, but the star is its own room. It's not in the gear.
Or you think we're in the star?
Yes, because we went through 2 gears to get to the star room. So we landed in the middle gear. We chose the right gap, and then we went straight through to the next gap, and we're now in the star. You turn the thing, now the star is blocked. It hits a corner of the gear, right? Or a corner of the pentagram. Or pentagram?
Pentagon.
Pentagon.
Pentagon
Yeah, right.
does make a pentagram.
That's a different thing.
Yeah.
So we could probably confirm that if we turn it to the 5th configuration, it should open up again.
Yeah, I'll move the blue nozzle
I think you just need to hit the button again. The blue button again?
just by itself.
Sorry, when you turned the dial to the right, it went
Reset.
to the right, and then you press the blue button, and then it reset back to the center.
Okay, so I'm going to move it to the right again and then push the blue button again.
Okay, the 4th light goes out and the 5th light turns on.
Figured
and
it
then
out.
You hear the gears turning once again.
I'm still in the hallway, by the way.
And as you're standing there, you see this triangular pointed wall facing you. You hear it suddenly, you see it slide off to the slides to the left, a door passes you, and then like another corner goes past you, and then another door sits in front of you and it stops. You can see back into that room that you were previously in, and you can see that far door now kind of is off to the left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess the question is, do we want to try to go to one of these symbols? Do we think that's any better? Like we can...
Well, it's like mist. We have to go investigate to see what's there so that we can like come back to see if we found anything useful. Or at least just to know what's in those 4 other rooms. Wait, if you're in a side corridor, do we need to even go past through these rooms? Or can we just use side corridors to get the whole way there?
So the corridor that Douglas is in right now has maybe like a 5-inch gap open to like an exterior space around the rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go through that pentagon room, and then wherever that door faces now, you're not sure. Does it face another wall? Does it face empty space? Like you're not sure.
So I'm thinking right now that probably just leads off into a wall or empty space or whatever. I'm thinking turning the red one will probably move the gears on the wall and change like one of the rooms so that we can make a pathway through.
What do you think the number of red does?
So I think the red switch would just move one of the gears on the wall. So we would change the actual configuration instead of changing which configuration we're on.
Oh, you guys.
It looks like the gears on the wall are made out of solid rock.
So tired of listening to your
Stop eavesdropping.
brains. I can't. You're just always there.
I'm like,
You're not going to get a ship.
I mean,
Like, no one would ever make you captain. You just
guess
look
they-
like a
they
goat,
would.
I think.
I actually agree.
Hey, just because I'm a goat doesn't mean I can't have a ship.
Well, who would give you a ship?
I will earn a ship. I
would
don't need to
never-
be given a ship.
I would never give a ship to something with fur on it.
I don't even know who you are. Why would you give me a ship? I don't want your
I
ship.
could totally give you a ship. I am super good and powerful.
I don't
I'll
care.
give you a
giving.
ship already.
I just crossed the threshold into the start room.
Back into the you're
Yeah.
back in the star room,
Mhm.
and you hear Lee arguing with Gully Rule
Yeah.
about who gets to own a ship.
I'm like, hey, Gully Rule,
Yeah.
I know you're sick of hearing us thinking about this, so maybe you can just tell us what the answer is.
I already
Don't
tried
have
that.
an answer.
But you should, because everyone's thought about it.
Look, you guys come in here, you start pressing dials, and now gears are moving around.
Yeah.
But I don't know where they go.
But you've never heard anyone think about
You
the
know,
thing
red
before you.
button or red switch.
Well, you've never heard anybody say like a configuration, then not hear them again after that, because that's probably the solved puzzle.
or they died.
Earlier today, somebody came in and turned on the brain talkie room,
Mm-hmm.
and they
The
were
one
just
we're in.
they were
Wait.
just like really wanted to like hurt a bunch of people, and they seemed super angry. When I asked him who he was, he was like, "Get out of here," and then he left.
Brain talkie room.
What was he thinking?
They totally wanted to just like murder a bunch of people. It was really gross, and
Did it feel like
Everybody-
draconic?
Has Krait been here?
there's definitely like something about melting. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what's
I'm
his
thinking
name?
it's what's his face? What's that dragon's name?
The dog.
Yeah, I asked for its name.
Masterpiece.
Masterpiece.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just always going to assume if it's bad, it's probably a masterpiece at this point. We would definitely love to shut off that room, but I don't know how to get there.
You're in it.
Oh, this is the room? So he just
you're in the brain talkie room.
Okay,
and
so
it
he-
got turned on, and he didn't turn it off before he left, and now all I can hear is brain talkies.
Okay. I look at the other parts of the wall, then not just the one we're faced in.
Yeah, the other walls all kind of match that like brick moldy kind of pattern.
Mhm.
They don't have any other ornamentation. This is your main what you see on that image there with the 5 diagrams and the control panel. That's what you got.
I just pull the switch down.
You pull the star lever down.
Yes.
Okay. Let me tell you what that does.
Maybe it's a reset button or something.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Maybe everything will turn to a 7 and a bunch of coins will start falling out. Ding, 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 ding.
We didn't
ding,
put
ding,
any
ding,
quarters
ding,
in
ding.
though.
So when you pull the gold lever down, it gets to the bottom down position, and then you feel it lock in place.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
And then from the iron pipes above the wall, gray slime starts to just pour out continuously.
Cool. And I'm like, did that help you?
It slowly begins
brain
to
oozing
fill
out.
the room. Slowly begins to fill the room, and he's like, "Well, now you guys are just panicking."
Well, I was trying to help you, bro.
And,
Let's not worry about him
and
anymore.
the slime continues to flow into the room, and as it starts to
Can Moore push the arm of that lever back to its original
I think you said
position?
it's locked, but you can try.
give me one sec here.
You're super strong. Why don't you try, Lee?
Douglas, as you were kind of examining the rooms, a little bit of that slime sloshes onto your leg and then starts to kind of like crawl up almost.
Gross.
And you...
Ooh.
Is it acid, by the way?
Freeze it.
It's not acid because as you feel it climb up your leg, instead of the burning sensation you were expecting, you hear this discordant whispering in your brain. It's like Gully Rule times like 10,000 all at the same time. You take 3 points of psychic damage.
Whoa. Is that you? Is that Gully?
What?
Are you the slime?
Oh, no.
No. Knowingly.
Are you in the slime?
Huh?
Are you in the slime?
What's wrong with slime?
Are you in it? I didn't say there's anything wrong with
I'm
it.
in water.
You're in
Are you
liquid.
slime in
Why are
water?
you guys all panicking?
I'm not panicking. I'm pretty calm and collected.
Great. The slime is starting to fill the room so much now that you kind of are backed into a corner. You get touched by some of the slime, take 9 psychic damage.
What?
I dial the red knob to the left.
Okay, stop.
And I push the red button.
He said stop.
I said stop. Okay, you turn the dial to the left. Nothing happens.
Oh.
Turn it to the right.
You still have to
Wiggle
press
it.
the button.
Yeah, and then I
press
push
the
the
button.
then I
Then
push
you
the button.
Push the red button. Okay. A 6-inch thick wall of iron drops from the ceiling, blocking the doorway, sealing off this exit.
Oh,
Oh,
great.
good.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
We're doing a good job.
Fortunately,
so
you
far.
guys were all inside the room.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, the room filling with sludge.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's still filling with sludge. So let's go Douglas, Krait, and more. I'll take 3 points of psychic damage.
Let's just switch the blue thing back to, and then we can get into the other room.
Okay.
And
Sure. Okay.
rethink this.
Yeah.
Okay, so you turn the blue dial to the left twice.
Twice, so it's back
and
to
you press the
the
blue
original.
button twice. Yeah. So it's back to the original orientation. You can hear on the other side of this iron door this grinding happen,
The door is still there.
but the door is still there.
It was on
what
the
about-
other
Do red dial to the right and then the red button.
And so as you turn the dial to the right, Gully Rule is still mumbling at you like, man, wish you guys would just, and then it just cuts off.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, God.
Now we can
solved
die
the puzzle, you
peacefully.
Is any of the lights on now?
Yes, so
Should be number 3.
number 3 is on.
Right. Okay.
I spider climb up the wall just a little bit. So I'm not taking ooze
the ooze
damage.
still coming?
The ooze appears to be filling the room at about 1 inch per round. So
That's pretty
now
good.
the whole floor is covered in ooze, and
That's fast.
all of you except for Krait take 8 psychic damage.
Can Moore also climb up onto the console after this?
Yeah, you're standing on the console.
Yes.
Sure.
-8? What's
Yeah.
that? Ooh, yikes.
Lee, what are you doing?
I kind of want to push that star thing back.
Okay, so you're pushing up on the gold lever, but it appears to be stuck. I would have you go ahead and try and manipulate it. You could.
Strength roll.
Can Moore assist?
Athletics or what?
Yeah, you're just going to try and force it with strength.
I guess. I don't know how else
You're
to
so
do it.
strong.
That would be an athletics check.
I rolled 11.
An 11.
Yep.
With an aid from Moore, because he's also standing on top of it.
And will
roll
shape
with-
change to look just like Lee.
So roll with advantage.
Oh, much better. 25.
Okay, as you're ranking on it and both of you are pulling it at the same time, it kind of snaps, but you can feel it kind of and release from where it's attached, and the ooze stops, but it's still accumulated about maybe 1.25 inches across, covering the entire floor of this room. Douglas, where are you?
I'm still in front of the actual console. Yeah.
Take 3 psychic damage.
Yep.
Could you maybe use I don't know, if your tidal wave or whatever would push all the ooze away?
Yeah, I was trying to think of something to clean the room, maybe.
The lectern is 4 feet high and about 7 feet wide, so it has room for the 3 of you to stand on.
Okay, that's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
I was just waiting for you to tell me that.
Yeah.
It sounded or looked smaller.
I got up
Sounded
on
and
top.
looked smaller.
Yeah. I sit in the corner and I just sigh.
Okay. You guys still have time.
And we don't hear that voice anymore.
No.
Oh, thank God.
What if we turn the red dial? I'm not doing this, but I'm suggesting it as Lee. I look like Lee. And so I'm saying, what if we turn the red dial to the right again? Because when we turned it to the left, another bad thing happened. But if we turn it to the right,
The red dial?
the red dial.
Lee, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Hey!
That's
Moore's
the stupidest thing you've ever said to us.
Can't even tell me from this guy you just met.
Yeah, no, that seems like a great idea. Let's see what happens.
I do it
You turn the red dial.
to the right.
Okay, to the right is when you stopped hearing Gully Rule.
Yes.
Mhm.
You turn to the right again.
Yep.
Nothing.
Sweet. We didn't hear the thing that we didn't hear before.
So let's just go crazy. Turn the red switch to the right and hit the blue button.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Oh, man.
Break this whole dungeon in half.
Okay, you turn the red switch to
We
the
blow
left.
up.
No, red switch to the right.
Yeah.
And push the blue
The
button.
red switch to the right, nothing happens. You press the blue button, nothing happens.
Oh.
Oh.
Did the switch pop back,
It
though?
did pop back,
Oh.
yeah.
I think we're done with the red button, to be honest. I think the red button was just the here Gully Rule.
Well, we need
talking
to
at
decide
us.
what chain we want to be in.
Well, my vote
Maybe.
then...
Sorry.
no, after you more.
I look like Krait now. Maybe the red switch has to do with the room that we're in. So if we move the blue switch to a different room, then the red switch has a different ability. And the right is to activate it, and the left is to deactivate it.
That's interesting.
Because when we moved it to the fifth room, and then that was when we did the red switch. But when we went back to the third room, that was like the brain room. So that's the brain configuration.
Sure. Let's try it. Yeah. So that would be...
Can we just try hitting one of the buttons on their own and see if it does anything?
I don't think it does anything by itself.
We
Wait a
could
minute.
just try hitting the blue
Well,
button.
let's
and
try
see.
one theory at a time. So
Yeah.
let's try Moore's thing.
Okay.
The theory that I had.
Let me clear up maybe the order of operations here a little bit.
Yeah.
Because what's happening is when you turn the blue dial, the light switches
Yes.
to a different
Mhm.
thing.
Configuration.
Yeah.
And when you press the blue button, then you hear the gears moving.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's not happening simultaneously. It's
Yeah.
blue dial changes the light and then resets back to central. And then blue button makes the gears match the light.
Okay. So we can do the blue to the right twice to get to the fifth one.
No.
Blue button to move to the fifth configuration.
Oh.
Red to the right, was it, to disable? Yes. Right to maybe remove the iron bar thing.
Yeah. Because the one thing was, how did we get rid of the sludge? Did the sludge activate in the third
The sludge was
configuration?
with the star.
Sludge was
Yeah.
the star.
Yeah.
And we turned it off by brute force, not from figuring anything out.
Oh, right.
Yep.
Oh, and the sludge was because of the gold. The
Star,
gold
yeah.
star. It had nothing to do with the red dial. Okay. Yeah. Let's
And
go
the
with this.
iron door came down when you pressed the red button.
In room five.
Room 5.
Or configuration
configuration
five.
5. Yeah.
Let's try that just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
Real quick, which room were we in when I pulled the lever?
Configuration
into fifth.
3.
Yeah.
Okay, we were in 3.
Oh, no.
No, we were
Wait.
in 5.
I didn't think
No,
so.
we were... No, I don't
Because we
remember.
just hopped back to 3 after we tried to get out of here.
Mhm. I think we were in 5.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm wondering if that also has a different effect in each room, but
Let's just never
we
pull
already
the
well, you
gold
already
star.
broke it, so it doesn't matter.
And so time passes. An exhausted group of heroes.
Solve the puzzle.
Yay!
50
High fives all around.
59 minutes later, sitting on the control panel, just exhausted and discouraged. Nothing they've done seems to have worked.
Oh my god.
Oh, my
you hear a tick, 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 shh, and the iron door slides back up and the ooze begins to drain out of the room.
Oh yeah, everything resets in this place. I forgot.
Oh, so maybe it was just a 60-minute thing.
We just had to survive after our screw up.
You may have a short rest if you need it.
I'm okay.
I'll take
Might
a
as
short
well.
rest, yeah. Won't say no.
I say no. I keep jostling you while you try to sleep.
It's not a sleep thing, it's a bandage yourself thing.
I keep cutting up all your bandages.
I Eldritch Blast your face.
One thing you guys noticed over the past hour is that you were able to hear the changing of the gears whenever you turn the blue dial to the left or the right and then press the blue button. What you discovered is that the red button didn't seem to do anything while that iron door is down. Now the iron door is up. I don't know how wary you are or curious you are about pressing it again. That's up to you. You played with the red dial a little bit too, turning it to the left. Whenever you turn the dial to the left, Gully Rule
Ugh.
would come back and be like, "Oh, come on, trying to have a nap here." And then you'd turn it to the right and he would go away.
Neat.
Well, maybe let's just mess with the blue dial blue button. Because that seems, well, we can actually go back out and explore the rooms that we're opening up.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think they actually lead to other rooms, so maybe those rooms have their own dial. like
Maybe,
configuration.
but
I think the only other door we can actually reach is the one with the line and the 2 dots underneath. If we in this configuration, because all the other configurations,
Yeah.
the door doesn't reach the second gear.
Right. So then I think if we go to the line with the
All right.
double things, then we can try to see if we can get to the next room.
Let's do it.
We head over.
You head through
Yep.
to the skateboard looking one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
we
does
go to
look
the
like a
half
skateboard. Yeah.
Okay. You go back through the first pentagon. Again, this is the one that had all of the black dragon carvings around the top of it that looked like they had little pinholes in the mouths that looked like they might be able to spray stuff. But you walk through that room fairly unhindered. Fairly. You know, there's a bit of ooze on the ground, but you managed to walk around it. You guys pass through that first pentagon, and the second pentagon, before you even get to it, you smell this intense, pungent stench
Delicious.
sifting out through that gap of between the two rooms is this green smoke just along the base of the floor. You remember that was the room that had all of those plants in it,
Oh, yeah.
these sickly and rotting plants.
Let's go through.
Okay.
You guys are fine with green smoke, right?
Well, I mean, whatever.
I put a hanky over my mouth.
You guys go through, you're making your way past all these rotting compost heaps and gross piles of leaves and plants when suddenly a couple of these compost heaps shift and morph into giant balls of fury with big fists attached to them. One of them goes to slam at you guys. Roll initiative.
10 for Lee.
Okay.
16 for Douglas.
Great. 11.
More 8.
Those are the soccer scores for today. Crate 11. More 8.
8.
You guys moving through this space did not have the ability to discern that these were creatures, these compost mound. Your passive perceptions didn't notice it. So they're going to get a surprise round on you.
No.
The first mound of compost.
I'm going to say at this point, Douglas assumes everything is monsters.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Somehow this slipped past. First mound is going to slam straight at Moore.
No, you mean Krait.
Yeah, sure.
With
Oh.
Krait with 2 hands.
The two-handed Krait with a 14 to hit.
Yep, you got me.
Second slam will also try and go for you. That's a 26 to hit.
Nope, that one missed.
I don't believe you.
No, just kidding.
Okay. Moore, the first slam will deal 13 damage to you.
Oof.
The second slam will deal 7 damage to you. You are grappled as the compost, dirt, and plant and roots and all this stuff starts to mesh around your body.
I love it.
The second mound of whatever it is going to go for Douglas.
Cool.
Natural 20
Oh,
and a 22.
that definitely hits.
27 points of damage with the first hit.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. The tank.
Yeah. No worries,
And
guys.
The second hit will do 15 points of damage.
Okay.
And you are also grappled.
Uh-huh.
Good golly.
The third creature will go for Krait.
So more?
No, this time the one-armed Krait with a 12 and a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
When you mimic a crate, do you have both arms?
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, he made a
I was
very
gonna- I
clear
was
point
gonna
in
actually
saying
ask.
that. Yeah.
Do you have Moore's arm, or do you have like just a repeated regular arm?
Because you never saw that other arm.
Yeah.
I have the Terminator 2 hand.
That's weird.
Krait, you're going to take 14 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are not grappled.
Neat.
Congratulations. Douglas, it's your turn.
Remind me, grapple.
Grappled just means you can't move away. Your move speed is 0. But you can feel that these roots and vines and dirt that makes up this creature is starting to sort of enrapture you
Enrapture me.
and try and pull you in.
I don't like that.
It's so warm in there, though. And cozy.
Oh, okay. Then I let it happen.
I knew it. I knew it.
I can still cast though.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to cast Blur on myself.
Okay.
And then I'm just like, it's nice though.
Okay, sounds good. So instead of trying to escape, you've cast Blur. Krait, you're next.
You said these are mostly like it's roots and grass and plants and...
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like decomposing plant matter.
Okay, then I'm going to cast a spell on it. And I'm going to cast my brand new spell, which is more relevant than I thought it would be. Blight,
Oh.
which just drains all the moisture from a target
Oh no.
and is particularly effective against plant creatures.
Should do that to Douglas, too.
Look at that. All right.
I mean, that's literally why I said, oh no.
Necromantic energy washes over the creature, draining moisture and vitality from it. The target must make a Constitution saving throw. I can do that.
You get disadvantage on it because you're a plant.
Oh.
Ooh.
Target is 14.
Okay. Oh, what?
And maximum damage, yeah.
Whoa! If you target a plant creature or magical plant, it makes the saving throw with disadvantage and it deals maximum damage.
Nice.
So this is going to be 64 damage if I fail this.
Fail.
Does an 8 pass?
No, it does not.
Not bad. So this is the one that struck you, right?
Oh, yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay. How many more of those do you have?
None.
That's still pretty good.
That is a good opening salvo.
Yeah.
Any moves? Any bonus actions?
Yeah, I can do a bonus action. Let's drop a minor heal wounds. I think more, actually. Oh, no, you took... Douglas took the most. We'll
Yeah,
drop
I'm at 42 currently.
Healing word, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Can't do that, actually. If you cast a leveled spell, you can only cast a cantrip.
Oh, you're right. Yes.
It's a nice thought, though. Thank you. Douglas says as he's being enveloped.
Yeah. We send Douglas good vibes.
Krait's just yelling, Douglas, heal! And you're like, thanks for the thought.
Well, right now I feel like he's in what he considers like a happy place happening to him, even though it's all terrible.
So cozy.
Okay, how far away are the other two from me?
The whole room is 45 feet across.
Sure, yeah, I'm just shield up ready if one of them happens to come at me.
Okay, so next we're looking at Lee. What is Lee and the Velociraptor going to do?
So there's 2 of them, correct?
There's 3.
There's 3 of them. Okay.
He's still
One of
alive?
them, one of them is currently... Oh, yeah. One of them is currently enwrapping Moore. The other one is currently enwrapping Douglas. And the third one just slammed Krait once and then got blighted.
Okay. So Lee takes a second and looks between Moore and Douglas, trying to weigh the the pros and cons of both people.
Moore suddenly looks like Lee.
Lee, disgusted by the fact that it's...
I think it does take an action for you to change shapes.
you can't just do this on a dime. Plus, Lee's disgusted by the goat version of Lee, so
Yeah.
she
yeah,
runs
you
to
don't know what
Douglas's
regularly
side.
looks like.
You go
Yeah.
for Douglas? Okay.
What? I'm a goat, Lee? Wait, you look like a goat?
I'm
Who are
turning
you?
into a goat slowly.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I just thought you always looked like that.
Exactly.
I used to be beautiful. Yeah, so I take out my flame tongue longsword
Yeah.
and I turn it on. Flame on! And I attack the one that's grappling Douglas here.
Okay, do it.
18 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. 15 regular damage. And 7 fire damage.
3 fire damage.
Less fire.
Yes, you notice
That's
that the
weird.
fire is dampened by like the moist
Oh,
compostiness
That
of these
sucks.
creatures.
that's okay. I still do a lot of damage with just
Yep.
my regular. And I'm going to hit it again.
I'll allow it.
That's right, you will. 15 to hit.
15
Yeah.
hits.
Oh, cool. Dope. 7 regular damage, 6 fire, or 3 fire.
All right. Lee runs up to this thing that's grappling Douglas, slashes a couple times with the sword. The fire getting dampened a little bit as it goes through, but some good solid hits from this burly goat woman. And it is...
Hold on. It is Hammy's turn.
Hammy's turn.
Hammy's turn. Hammy's going to follow suit and jump on top of the back of this thing.
Just rip and tear.
Yep. No.
Okay.
No.
I'll move on.
Those are 1. Hammy just misses entirely and like jumps over top
All
of
right.
it.
The shambling mound in front of Krait rears up, reacting to that terrible necrotic draining feeling it just had, and will slam down with both fists simultaneously, attempting to just crush you to the ground. That is a 16 to hit.
Nope.
Both fists slam down to the ground, missing you completely. There's a rumble through the room as the plants matter and dust gets shooken around everywhere. It is now Moore's turn.
I'd like to cast Banishment on the one that's grappling me as a
Okay.
concentration spell.
You attempt to send one creature that you can see within range to another plane of existence. The target must succeed on a charisma saving throw or be banished. If the target is native to the plane of existence you're on, you banish the target to a harmless demi-plane. While there, the target is incapacitated. The target remains there till the spell ends, at which point the target reappears in the space it left, or the nearest unoccupied space if that space is occupied. Okay, so that's pretty cool. If it were native to a different plane of existence, it would be banished permanently. So I do have to check one thing.
Where is this pile of leaves native to?
ASL.
The tree that it came from?
Yeah. Where's its roots?
Okay. You cast Banish. It makes a charisma saving throw. Does a 3?
You guys are great
Get
at
out of
saves.
here.
The mound of compost and dirt completely disappears and is gone.
That's
Sweet.
cool.
More cleaning up. Can we tell if it was permanently banished or?
You can't tell. You have to wait till the spell duration ends, which is
A minute.
Well, that's still a minute. That's one less dude.
as long as Moore keeps his concentration up.
Right.
The shambling mound that is grappling Douglas attempts to engulf you.
I do have blur. I don't know if that helps at all.
No, it's not an attack roll.
Oh,
So
okay.
just swallows you. You are now blinded, restrained, unable to breathe. And at the start of each of my turns...
Question, can I breathe because it's water?
Nope. It's dirt.
Oh, okay. Wet dirt, though.
Yeah, sure. The way I'm reading it here is that it must succeed on a DC 14 Constitution saving throw at the start of each of the mound's turns, or you take damage. If the mound moves, you go with it. Can have one creature engulfed at a time. It doesn't seem like you would take damage this turn.
Yeah, because it's the start of your turn.
Yeah, so you are engulfed.
Cool. I love it, though, right? You made it sound like, I don't know, it's euphoric.
You might be having second thoughts at this point.
Oh, yeah. I don't like this.
Oh, I don't like this. So you're restrained. A creature speed is 0. Cannot benefit from bonuses. Seeds. Attack rolls against you have advantage. You're blind.
I don't need to see.
You're blind.
You're blind.
You're blind.
And you're suffocating. So I think you can hold your breath for your Constitution score times 2 number of rounds. And if you do an action or take damage, you nix one of those rounds.
Yeah.
So how many rounds is that?
I got 19 as my score.
19 times 2. Wow, that's a
Times
good...
2?
19 times
38?
38. So
Ooh.
you
Oh,
have
wow.
38 rounds. And every time you do an action
Uh-huh.
or take damage, you lose a
Oh,
round.
well, that's where they get you.
That's where
Nickel and dime, yeah.
it is Douglas's turn.
Can I do like a perception roll to see how
You
much
can't see.
water... if I can feel as a water ganassi, how much water this thing has? I feel like I could sense that.
It's damn.
I'm assuming because you want to cast like create water, control water, or something like that.
Yeah, destroy water specifically, but yeah.
Destroy water. Let me take a look at the spell because it might work on like a water weird.
Weird. It just says you destroy up to 10 gallons of water in an open container within range. It's like a container.
That's so random.
Alternately, you destroy fog in a 30-foot cube within range.
This seems to violate all the laws of physics.
Wouldn't it? Like
no.
magic?
No, physics doesn't matter. I'm just joking.
Magic.
But
All the laws of magic.
I'm going to say that even by a generous interpretation of the spell, you do not sense an amount of water that would be relevant for this spell.
Use your hands.
Punch it.
I can't.
You can try to escape.
Bite it.
I just start digging.
Become a mole person.
Dig out of them. Yeah, try to escape. That's what I'm going to...
Okay, so you try to claw your way out.
Yeah.
That's an acrobatics or athletics.
6.
No.
Nope.
You are still within the mound. Krait, your turn.
I wasn't expecting this thing to still be alive.
Yeah, I thought you killed it too. You described it.
You kind of blew your wad on that one.
A lot of damage.
Gonna need a glass of water.
Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna go instead with Spirit Guardians. So this room fills with glowing spiritual snakes that start nipping and snipping and snapping at
Just the mounds?
for now.
Okay.
We'll see how they treat me.
We'll see how it goes, right? So is this dealing divine energy, radiant energy, necrotic energy? What is this doing?
It's necrotic damage.
And I'm slowed.
Yeah, they're slowed, and on the start of their turn, they make a wisdom saving throw or take the damage.
Okay, sounds good. Lee, your turn.
Lee's gonna continue slashing at the one Dougie's in.
Okay.
Douglas, I'll get you out of there. Just duck your head
Don't miss you. That's what I do.
in case I cleave you in twine.
I got blur. It's cool.
23 to hit.
That hits.
Nice.
Roll your second to hit, and then just do all your damage
Okay,
at once.
sure. 19 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. 2 regular damage and 12 fire damage. Or 6.
Okay.
And then Hamlet is gonna double back and try to jump on it yet again.
Okay.
Hopefully not screwed up this time.
So he's running away from the creature?
No, he jumped over it last time, and now he has to turn back around and try to jump at it again. 21 to hit.
That hits.
9 piercing damage.
9 piercing damage. You did a pretty significant amount of damage there, slashing through to it. Your sword kind of trying to dig down a little bit, get some of that material away from
I want to see if I'm able
Douglas's
to
way.
dig into where Douglas, I saw him enveloped.
Yeah, and then you hear an ow. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, it wasn't Douglas because he's not the one saying that.
It's somebody else. Okay, the mound in front of Krait is going to attempt another couple swipes at you, just like running straight at you.
He takes the wisdom saving throw at the start of his turn.
He takes a wisdom saving throw at the start of his turn. Got 15.
He passes. I think it's still half damage, though.
Okay.
Half of 15? 7?
And then does the run at you. I got a 16 and a 20.
The 20 hits.
Okay. 8 points of bludgeoning damage. You're just managing to keep that second fist away, deflecting it with your stump, and it's not able to really latch on to you in order to engulf you more.
I still have another hand. I'm not using my stump.
Why not?
Because the hand can hold a shield. The stump does not.
Oh, so you're just holding the shield with your hand?
Yeah.
Okay, so how are you doing somatic components? Yeah, I'm just kidding.
I actually took the spell Shield of Faith as well, so I could have a magic shield if I do need my hand for something.
Sweet. Do your thing, more.
Moore walks away from the location that he was in so that if it comes back, it doesn't come back on top of him.
Yeah.
And casts Eldritch Blast at the pile of leaves that Lee is also attacking.
So go ahead and roll your attack with that.
26.
That hits.
Yes. 6 damage.
Okay.
Then I have to roll another hit for the second beam.
Yeah.
15 to hit.
15 hits.
7 damage.
All right. This one is definitely bloodied. You can see chunks of it are falling off. And it is this mound's turn.
The one eating Dougie?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's going to make a wisdom saving throw, and Douglas is going to make a constitution saving throw.
20 constitution.
Okay. So you take no damage. You manage to just get yourself between the roots and avoid the squeeze. And I am assuming I fail my save with an 11.
Yep.
Yay.
16 necrotic damage. This little sneaky spite. It's very cute.
It is going to attempt to slam. Oh, we got Lee. We got Hamlet. Moore's a little bit of ways. Krait's a little bit of ways. So Lee or Hamlet? Lee it is. 2 fists coming at you. 8 and a 21.
Yep.
So one of these fists slammed down on you for 14 points of bludgeoning damage. Douglas, it's your turn. You are still inside this thing, but you can hear the slashing and sizzling of some swords and fire on the outside of it.
Swords and fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Does it feel like it's dying to me, or do I feel like...
You can feel like it's loosening up around you a little bit. Mm-hmm. You could try and escape. You could try and hurt it from the inside.
Yeah. What if I create a storm sphere from inside?
That sounds bad for him.
Yeah, that sounds like that's a good move.
Yeah, blow it up from the inside.
That's the idea.
That's dope.
So, I guess I'll do that. It's a high-level spell, though, it seems like.
My tummy's
I
rumbling.
shape it to be exactly what I remember it to look like when it grabbed me.
Storm sphere.
Yeah.
Okay, so you lose your blur because this is a new concentration spell.
Yep.
20-foot radius sphere of whirling air springs into existence.
Oh, I should have mentioned I do make a hole at the bottom in my spell.
So you're shaping it around you.
Yeah.
I think that because you're blind, you're not able to shape it around your allies.
That's fine.
Hey, it's not fine.
I mean, I don't know you're right there.
So each
I've been
creature
yelling.
within 20
You're blind, not
feet
deaf.
radius. This is going to be everybody inside the room makes a strength saving throw.
You
my
guys all said
God.
it was a good idea. I'll just point that out.
Well,
It's
still, I realize
really hard to hear them from within that
Oh, I know. But he's claiming I can hear them.
We're
so.
making a strength saving throw?
strength saving throw.
15 is the target, by the way.
Both my guys fail.
More also fails.
Fail.
How did you fail a strength saving throw?
When you roll a 1.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, jeez.
Caught completely flat-footed.
And
Yeah,
so
and then-
Because you would never expect your ally to do
everybody
this.
Exactly.
takes 2d6. What about Hamlet?
Oh, yeah.
He rolled a 1, too. What's the damage?
6. The spear is difficult terrain, by the way, just so you all know,
So
too.
everything in this room is difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Till the end of the spell, I can use a bonus action on my turn, and a bolt of lightning leaps from the center of the sphere towards a creature you choose within 60 feet.
Okay.
Don't know if that's a great idea since I can't see anything.
You're going to make a ranged spell attack against the creature you're inside.
I'm going to do it from inside towards the one I'm in. So.
Yeah. So
Towards
you're
me.
So you're hitting. Basically, you're using yourself as a lightning rod.
Exactly.
It's going to hit the creature before it hits you.
Yeah.
I'll just give it to you. Roll to see if you crit at least.
I don't.
Okay. Roll your damage, which I think is 46 lightning.
Yeah. 8 is my total.
Everybody around this mound creature sees as the lightning strikes it, the vines and plant matter around it begin to grow super rapidly. And this creature almost looks like it's healing from
man.
lightning energy.
What? No.
This thing is backwards.
Maybe a little bit.
Why does lightning heal dirt?
Don't know.
It's just the way it is.
At least you're honest.
I didn't write the game.
Do I
play.
know that?
You
You
feel
do
it
now.
get tighter around you. Yeah. Great.
So I guess I won't cast Call Lightning.
Yeah, now you know.
Huh. Okay. Fine. Great.
Who are you arguing with?
God. How close are the two of them?
The two creatures?
Mhm. The two mounds?
20 feet away from each other.
Okay. Not close enough. But I'll toll the dead of the one in front of me,
Okay.
which is a wisdom saving throw 14, please.
Fail.
Cool. 2d12 necrotic damage. 11.
Not bad. That one is looking pretty haggard. It is Lee's turn.
All right, Lee's going to go attack the other one.
The one that didn't just heal.
The one that bad energy didn't just shoot out of. No, Lee's actually going to attack this one. She's going to do it out of spite because of Douglas hitting her.
So the one that still has Douglas in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
still trying to get Douglas
Okay.
out, despite Douglas's best efforts.
I didn't know. Okay.
All right. 25 to hit.
Yeah.
And 15 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. 24 damage, regular. And at 5 damage, that's the reduced number.
That's the reduced number?
Yeah.
Okay. Lee, with a couple mighty slashes, manages to cut back enough of the growth that the mound begins to collapse, and Douglas springs out of it, gasping for air.
Thank you.
This creature has been defeated.
Woo! And then I send Hammy over to the one that Krait's on
Okay. Go ahead and do that.
and pounces. 15 to hit,
That hits.
10 damage.
Looking good. It is now the mound's turn. It is going to attempt to slam.
Wisdom saving throw first.
Oh, yeah, it'll do that. 12.
Fail.
And then it's going to slam twice at Hamlet.
9 necrotic damage.
Unless it just dies right now.
It doesn't.
Oh.
Does a 16 hit Hamlet?
Yeah.
14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Fortunately, he manages to dodge out of the way of the second slam, not getting engulfed or grabbed, I mean. It is now Moore's turn.
What are
my
you
breath
doing?
weapon.
Oh.
Gob attack.
So you're going to just spurt of gob of acid at it?
Gob of acid at the giant pile of leaves.
These
Beautiful.
react weird to elements.
Yeah. It could either hurt him a lot or he's going to be like, thanks, bro. Now I've got, haste or whatever.
You never know till you find out.
It's
Yeah,
true.
exactly. The dex save.
I fail.
Yay!
Natural 1.
11 acid damage.
Nice. You notice that acid does exactly what it's supposed to do.
Weird.
And corrodes away the plant matter of the creature.
Booyah!
Next is Douglas
I'm going to cast Cloud of Daggers.
in the mound space. Okay.
Yeah.
Do I get a save or anything? Do I just take damage?
Creature takes 4d4 slashing damage when it enters the spell area for the first time or starts its turn there.
Okay. Do it right now.
Okay. 9 damage.
Nice. Okay. Krait.
This guy's really overstayed his welcome. Let's toll the dead again. Wisdom saving throw, please.
Fail.
13 necrotic damage.
As the sonorous din of the bell rings through the air, this creature disintegrates into mounds of dirt and little vines that lash around for a second and then lie still. You guys have killed all 3 of those
Cool.
moundy
Sweet.
creatures.
Sweet.
Plucked that weed.
Pluck? Who says that?
I guess
Isn't
so.
that a thing you say?
No.
You said it, I guess.
Yeah, it's a thing someone
It's a
said.
thing now.
I don't understand your weird traditions.
Our
So
idioms.
you have a door open to the south of you.
Okay.
I forgot what we were even doing in this room.
We were going
You were just
to
passing,
the skateboard
you were
room.
passing through to the skateboard
Are we
room.
in the 3rd section? Is that where we're at again?
Well, 3rd configuration right now, yeah.
And we're in the middle room?
And we
and-
were going to the skateboard room,
Right.
which still sounds pretty dope to me.
Yeah. I could use the
Some-
skateboard room right about now.
Foot Clan hideout or something we're going to find.
The Foot Clan. I'd rather find the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No, the Foot Clan had the better hideout.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they had like ramps and arcades and
I
stuff.
would
yeah,
rather
totally.
have pizza, you guys.
But what about cigarettes and booze?
Do you think Shredder was like, no, you guys cannot have pizza?
Yes, I definitely think that.
That's
You mean
the food of
Splinter?
our enemy.
Oh,
I said-
Shredder,
No.
sorry.
Yeah,
'cause he's talking about
we're
the Foot Clan.
pro Foot Clan.
Don't step
Yeah.
to me on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I got confused whether you were being Splinter admonishing the turtles.
Right.
No,
Right.
he
Being
could
Shredder.
never stop them from eating pizza.
How could he? How could he?
Literally. I think Shredder was anti-pizza because it was the fuel of his enemies.
That makes sense. All right. You guys head down south out of this room. You go through another of those 6-inch gap between the room and the next section and enter a long hallway that has a bit of a bend to the left and then a straightaway for about 50 feet. You see another little puddle of gray ooze on the ground and then some cobwebs and dust choking this hall. Up ahead at a T intersection at the end of this hallway, you see the flickering lights of torches illuminating a larger hallway. You get to the end of the hallway, looking up at the ceiling, you see, right before you go through the intersection, you see bloody words written on the ceiling, "Awaken Napaka," in all capitals with a big exclamation mark.
Napaka.
Does the blood look fresh?
Make a investigation check.
6.
Okay, then there's blood on the ceiling.
Yeah.
This hallway in front of you, which crosses perpendicular to the hallway that you're in right now, has large puddles of gray slime spread across the floor. It's illuminated by torches in a zigzag pattern on opposite walls. The hallway is 10 feet wide and is gently sloping to your left. These torches flicker on riveted sconces, casting enough dim light to see a sequence of sculpted reliefs depicting humanoids with bestial heads kneeling before a black star. At the lower end of the hallway to your left, there's a big, thick purple drape hanging wall to wall, covering that side. At the upper end of the hallway, probably 50 feet to the right, the hallway just ends.
I poke the drape.
Oh, don't.
Why? I want to
Okay.
look behind the drape.
I don't look behind it. I just poke at it.
You poke at it, it waves gently. It looks like it's free hanging from the ceiling. You don't hit a wall behind it or anything, so it's not like an immediate wall right on the other side.
Okay. Hey, Moore, why don't you go check what's behind there?
More shapeshifts to look like Douglas and says, "Why don't you do it?" And then goes to look behind the drape.
So Moore does go do it.
As
Okay.
Douglas, but
Yeah.
yes.
You peek behind the drape. So the hallway goes for another 15 feet behind the drape and then ends. Right at the end of the hallway, there's a 6-foot tall statue of a leering 4-armed gargoyle standing against the wall.
Oh, God.
One of its arms has been broken off and lies on the floor in front of it.
Oh, just a 3-armed one, guys. We can handle this.
That hand is curled into a tight fist. The other 3 arms have their clawed hands open in such a way as to suggest they're meant to hold something. Carved into the wall above the statue is a riddle. 3 I need, and then 3 more. 3 more still opens the door.
So 9 of some things.
Well, the 3 hands need something.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only have 7 hands, so we're out of luck.
No, I don't think...
He could shapeshift to something with more hands.
Because it sounded like we needed 9 hands. 9 hands?
What
if it's hands
what has
necessarily.
9 hands and sucks?
This guy, this guy, this guy, this guy.
I was going to say Van Halen, but
Oh, okay.
That's pretty good.
3 I need, and then 3 more. 3 more still opens the door.
How many of those stupid, I don't know, shapes that we have now?
Not 9, I think 5.
Okay.
There are 9 puzzle cubes, but
Do we even have those?
No, those
We don't
were
have those
stuck
anymore.
in the door.
Yeah.
right.
Let's look around a room a little bit then. I just do a perception check besides the gargoyle thing.
Okay.
At a wide berth.
Yeah, I'm not trying to like go in and close to it or anything. 25.
You're checking around the whole place. You notice that these bas reliefs of the animal-headed creatures are all a little bit different. One of them, a crocodile-headed humanoid, is holding up a trapezoid-shaped chest. And you notice that there's a little bit of a lip around this part of the relief. It looks like, it would move a little bit. You tug on it a little bit, and it opens up this space to a crawl space. Just big enough like a ventilation shaft in a spy movie. Looks like you could crawl in there.
All right, I hold up my flaming sword and shine it down the hole, or shine it in the hole, I guess.
Okay. Looks like it goes maybe 10 feet and then curves to the right. Towards the dead end.
does Hammy want to check it out?
No, he couldn't tell us what he found. All right, Lee gets down on her hands and knees and starts crawling in.
Okay. So you crawl in.
Oh, and I'm going to tie a rope to myself and give it to one of these guys.
Sure.
Sure, I'll take it.
Here you go, more.
Trust more.
You crawl forward, and as you come around that corner, you come to a closed inside the crawlway. Right in the center of it is a jade padlock, kind of like built into it, that looks like you would be able to put a key in and turn the key.
We haven't found any keys, have we?
Not really, no.
Not really.
I thought we did have a key, didn't we?
Does anyone
Or did
have
we
any
lose
like
that with the
thieves-
weird eye or
thieves
whatever?
tools or anything like that?
I have these tools.
Do you?
Yeah.
How do you
Really?
have all these things for a guy stuck in a fucking mirror?
All right, more. Pull me out.
I pull out Leanne.
Lee shuffles backwards out of the crawl space.
And I inform Moore that maybe his thieving tools might come in handy. He can maybe pick the lock or something.
Okay. Crawl into the space.
You crawl in the space. You get about 10 feet in, turn the corner. There's this jade padlock built into a door.
Jade padlock. Is it a sleight of hand to use thieves' tools?
Thieves' tools are their own proficiency. You would roll that plus your dex.
Sweet. 18.
You're not quite able to get it.
What if I
I can give him a D4.
give him a little grease?
His hands are now slippery.
Not
Makes
his
it harder.
hands, like the inside of the thing.
You need graphite for locks.
Oh, see, you are
not
proficient
grease.
at that.
I think he wants precision, not slipping all over the place.
I don't know. Maybe it'll slip right into place.
But I can give you a plus D4 on your roll.
Do it.
Can you tell me what your encouraging words are?
We don't have time for this bullshit. Open that goddamn lock.
All right. 4.
That's 22?
Yeah.
Okay, you manage to unlock the door. You push it open, it slides open. You see that the crawl space goes another 20 feet and then turns to the right again. You're shuffling forward through this crawl space. You turn around that corner and you come out into another bigger open space. Inside this really tight room is this torch off to the left illuminating this massive stone vehicle. It's probably 20 feet tall, 20 feet long, and fills the hallway from wall to wall in front of you on these big rollers. Basically a stone block on top of these rollers that's carved with all of these gruesome images. Just behind the stone vehicle is this stone shelf that just fits behind the thing. You're shimmying up against the wall, back around to this torch that's lit above this little shelf, and on the shelf is a gemstone. It looks red like a ruby, It's probably the size of your fist.
This thing seems like it's got to be magical. I just wondering if would it control this big cart?
Make an Arcana check.
6.
Okay. Do you have any spells like Identify or Legend Lore or...
No, I don't really have anything that tells me about the world. It's just what I can do to it.
So you're not sure. It is very beautiful. It glimmers in the torchlight.
I pick it up.
Congratulations. You have a fist-sized ruby with a dagger-like point.
It's nondescript beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
Can I crawl on top of or investigate this rolly wood, like stone thing?
Yeah. As you're checking out the rest of the room, you can tell that the wall in front of it that separates this room from where your friends are looks like it has the potential to slide open. And the room is on a bit of a slant.
Mm-hmm.
So you think that if that wall were to open, this thing would just...
slide right out.
Plow right through and hit the gargoyle?
It might.
Oh.
Okay. Cool. Do you guys want to go for a joyride?
I mean, I
Ride
would
the stone.
definitely love to go for a joyride.
Sure. I'll crawl through to meet him. It sounds interesting. Sure.
Yep.
So here you are in front of this massive stone juggernaut kind of thing, and you guys are in this tight little space all cramped up against the side.
Are there controls on like the big stone juggernaut thing?
No, you see no controls. You just see all these carvings of the gruesome devastation that it could potentially dole out.
Cool.
Because it's on like a slight incline, there's nothing holding it from behind. Like if I were to
there's not even
investigate
any
back there.
blocks under it right now. It's not touching the front wall. It just seems to be somehow stationary. You guys are really examining it. You see carved onto the front of it a bull's head with these little tusks. And underneath the bull head is a collar engraved with the word Napaka.
We haven't heard that name before, Napaka. I don't think.
No.
I miss Orvex.
You know what? Actually, Krait, you could roll a history.
Only 12.
Okay, so it sounds like an Omuan name,
Yeah.
but you're not sure.
Okay. Does the sliding door look locked or just there?
You don't see a mechanism that would use to open it.
I could maybe try to magic it open if we want to do that.
Is the stone like leaning against the door?
No.
No.
No? Okay.
It's
I could-
hovering.
I could grease it, you guys.
Make it go real fast.
Yeah. I just crawl back into the other room, I guess.
I'm bored of this.
Yeah.
I'd leave.
Okay, so you guys...
I'm not into crushing, is what Douglas says before he leaves.
Crushing waves are the only crushing I
Yeah.
appreciate.
You weren't into getting engulfed either.
I was into it at first. Until it happened.
Well, it's just one of those things you have to try and then see if you like
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
You guys head back out through the crawlway, out to the big wide area, back down towards that hallway, towards the gears again. As you are passing through some of these cobwebs, Lee, your amazing perception from before
Thank you.
reveals that there's a secret door on the left side of this hall.
I don't trust secret
Dope.
doors.
Guys, I sense something.
It's flawlessly inlaid into the space, 8 feet tall, 5 feet across. You definitely think you'd be able to slide this out of the way.
All right.
Let's do it.
Step back, everybody.
That's what Douglas is saying.
I got this.
The last secret door we did, we got a genie.
You slide the door out of the way. You don't even have to roll for it.
Cool.
You already found it. You open it, and ahead of you is a 40-foot long hallway that then turns to the right. There's more gray ooze on the floor.
I don't want to touch the ooze.
Don't.
Don't, yeah.
Walk
Okay.
around it.
And you kind of skirt or hop around it. You get to the corner. You turn to the right, and after another 20-foot hallway, there is a circular staircase that ascends up
Oh, weird.
above you. To the right is a regular wooden door, nice little brass knob that is on the right side of this cylindrical stair tower.
It's the holy grail of doors.
Yeah. The holy door.
I'm going to do another perception. See if it's trapped or anything.
Sure.
13.
Okay. You find no traps on this door.
Okay.
Lee goes through,
Yep.
opens the door into this massive, vast subterranean chamber. Water laps against the base
Uh-oh.
of these stone steps with a little wooden dock set away from it. The ceiling here is festooned with chains and gear, some of which appear to have dwarves dangling from them.
Dead dwarves?
Some of them are dead, and
Oh.
some of them are putting a little bit of grease onto things or polishing something, knocking something with a chisel and a hammer.
Wait, so
Some of
when
them
I
are
said
into
dead, did you mean like undead?
No, like some of them are just hanging there dead and some of them are working.
Okay.
A gigantic motionless stone cog rises from the water with 2 matching cogs connected to it. These are those pentagon rooms. Rusty metal conduits stretch from the cavern walls to the cogs. The water of the lake you can see is slimy, with these pinpricks of phosphorescent light twinkling in the murk. And if you want to find out what's in it, you'll have to wait another 2 weeks. If you enjoyed the show and want to support what we do, number one way is to leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. Furthermore, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Share our new episodes on social media. Visit the House of Bob merch website on Etsy for House of Bob zines, dice trays, art prints, and more. And by joining the House of Bob Discord server to hear all the new episodes 3 days early. Artwork for this episode was by Shaun Makes of Instagram.com/ShaunMakes. Audio production was provided by Astronomic Audio, the 100% Canadian-owned and operated podcast editing service that makes your big ideas sound even bigger. Music was produced by Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com and is licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0. House of Annihilation is made possible by our Patreon supporters. Mike from the Tales of the Glassguard World podcast, Kieran Duffy, Sylvia Douglas, Luke Conroy, and Volt. Thank you. And if you'd like to be part of making this podcast possible, visit patreon.com/thehouseofbob. Let Lily lick Lionel's lusty leathers. Let Lily lick Lionel's lusty leathers.
Let Lily lick Lionel's lusty lillers.